Um, I think we're live. Chat, are we live? YouTube, please work. Uh, yes, we're live. What is up, people of the internet? That is me, Real American, back in with a new stream, and that is right. We are live on this beautiful February 23rd, 2026. I hope everyone's having a great day. I'm having a great day myself, and it looks like it's just me today. So, yay, just me today. We have a lot to talk about. Got to talk about the big news out of Virginia over the last couple of days. We got to talk about the State of the Union that's going to happen, I think, tomorrow, right? State of the Union's tomorrow, I think, right? And we got to talk about the just a lot of other stuff going on. Got to talk about Mexico. So, yeah. Before we get into today's stream, don't forget to like, subscribe, share with your friends, and of course, join the channel today. These are all great ways to support the daily content. And if you do have any questions or concerns or want to support the channel even further, the best way is sending super chats via the chat. Again, I read through as much chat as possible, but usually super chats are the best way to get your questions answered. So, yeah, send super chats if you want to. But okay, so where do we even start? Because it is a very busy morning. A lot's going on. I guess we do got some breaking news out of Texas's 23rd district. I think we'd start with that. That's kind of the big story, or one of the big stories of the morning. For those that don't know, Tony Gonzalez, and hold on, we actually got somebody to hold on. Looks like somebody to join. Hold on, yes. Hold on. Hello?
Yes,
Welcome
we
to the
have
stream, good
wisdom.
sir.
Yes, yes, and I am here to tell you guys. I don't know when we're gonna get to Texas, but Crockett has got that nomination,
Well,
and
no,
I'll
we
explain it.
actually we were just talking with Texas's 23rd. So, I was
Well, I
about to
wanna,
actually.
I wanna just bring up this real quick. Follow early vote data on Twitter. Also follow Latinx doctor adjacent doctor
Yeah, I know you're talking
PhD.
about. That's a good account.
That's what. But no, early vote data gave this guy's got a dog as his profile pic. You've probably seen him. Most of us have
Yep.
probably seen him. This guy basically did something with the current early vote. The only way for Tank Rico, and that's what I'm calling him now because he's tanking. The only way for him to win would he'd have to win Houston, Harris County. He'd have to win it by like over 10,
That's
probably
not gonna
closer to like
happen.
15 to 20. Like, yeah, it is bad. It is really looking bad for Tank Rico.
Yeah.
And
So we'll get to the Texas early voting in a second because that's very interesting. There are some questions about, hey, is this sustainable? Is this really bad for the Republicans? We'll get to all that in a
it's
second.
not. It's not. You can't compare this. Again, you cannot compare this to past elections because
I
this is
know.
the first time in Texas you have an uber competitive primary on both sides
Yeah,
in
we'll,
years.
we'll get to that. We'll get to that. But I do want to talk about Tony Gonzalez because well, it's looking like Tony Gonzalez is screwed. Listen, the scandal has broken about him having an affair with a staffer, but Luke, did you see the new messages that leaked?
Yeah, I did, and I also saw the new
Let me pull
poll
this up.
that came out.
Yeah, so
Uh,
we'll get to the poll in a second, but yeah, for those that don't know, he had an affair with the staffer. At this point, it's confirmed. It's not just a rumor. It's clear as day from the messages that were just leaked, and I can actually pull this up right here. He said some very spicy language. That's yeah, that's one way to put it. He was basically asking for nudes from the staffer, and it's
and this is what I'm telling you
not
guys.
good.
I think Herrera probably is like a 50% chance of winning outright. I'm gonna be honest, if he does not win outright, my prediction, I think Gonzalez is gonna pull a Van Taylor and just
I think
drop
so.
out.
I think at this point
Because
he's not going
there
to want to
is
do
so
it.
much shit that is yet to come out, and I don't think he wants to be remembered for all the shit that could come out.
Yeah,
And
and
yeah,
right here, like he's asking for nudes, and like this confirms that yeah, he was having an affair with the staffer, who again she set herself on fire. So yeah,
again, and he was the fact he was calling out the husband of her, saying he
yeah,
was
that was
blackmailing him.
nuts.
Yeah,
I'm getting blackmailed, really.
he
But yeah,
was like, "I will never back down to blackmailers." It's
yeah,
like,
right here.
fuck off.
I bring the messages right here. So he asked, then send me a sexy picture. I swear my life has been a telenovel for the past 7 days. You don't really want a hot picture of me. That's what she said. He said, yes, I do. Hurry. Is this a test? She asked. And she said, no, I just don't like taking pictures of myself. Then he said, I'm just such a visual person. Sorry. Favorite position. Oh gosh.
Bruh.
So yeah. It's pretty bad. This is just some of the messages he's asking about positions of her, what position she should take a picture of. You know, yeah. I think it's fair to say that it's over. It's clearly over for him. He lied
He's
clearly.
married, by the way,
Yeah,
right?
I think he's married. So it's like
Yeah, he's
he lied.
he's gonna he's gonna be having some some probably at home troubles
I mean,
as
what a
well.
dumb shit. And he, by the way, he could have got out of this. By the way, if he would have admitted that he had an affair. Instead, for whatever reason he attacked the husband. Like, what do you think was gonna happen, dude?
Mhm.
And now we got evidence that yeah, you're full of shit. He clearly lied.
The problem was he covered this up for like months. He
Yeah,
kept denying there was anything happening. This dude set up these town halls. Okay, he set up these town halls where it was like basically putting up this idea that you could come in and ask questions. But they what they did is they just had staffers say scripted
yeah.
questions. So you could tune in, you could request a question, but you wouldn't get to actually ask it. But there were like a couple scripted softball questions that were given. So
Oh,
like yeah, he's not accountable at all to his constituents
Oh, before I
anymore.
forget, chat, make sure to like, share, subscribe. Join the channel today. I forgot to mention this. Join the channel. It's very cheap. And if you have any questions or concerns or want to support the channel even further, best way is sending super chats via the chat. Sorry, I forgot to plug that in. So, yeah, join the channel and send super chats. Support the channel, please. Share, like, whatever. So, yeah, forgot to mention that, but go on. Sorry, I just realized that.
Yeah, but yeah,
Forgot to mention that.
he's a very he's terrible. And luckily, he is going to get cooked. Will it be in round one or the runoff? And I don't think Trump's going to get involved. Like,
No.
I know some people have been saying that, oh, Trump is going to do everything he can to prevent the next Thomas mess. I don't think he cares that much. I just think this guy is so politically toxic.
Yeah, you
Uh,
gotta stay away from this. But speaking of this primary, there was a brand new poll that was released, and this is a
mhm.
Herrera internal. So that is one thing you gotta be careful with. It is an internal, and there are a lot of undecided voters. But
I
yeah,
wonder who they're going to be leaning towards now. I don't
yeah,
know.
right here. Texas is 23rd. Herrera internal. So again, this is an internal primary poll. So you can assume that it probably inflates Herrera's margin a little bit by a little, like 5 points or whatever.
Mhm.
But right now he's at 45%. Gonzalez at 21%, and there's 26% undecided.
21% as an incumbent.
Yeah, that is bad. Like we're talking about that's DEFCON 1 for him.
No,
Like
I'm telling you, and the other two candidates are both polling at 4%. I think Herrera is going to clear this thing
yeah,
without a
he's gonna
runoff.
I at this point he's a clear favorite. So,
Which is crazy to think about, bro.
yeah, he's gonna
Crazy
actually
to think
crack
about.
50, I think. I think it's gonna happen. Imagine saying that a
Mhm.
month ago. Hell, 2 weeks ago, imagine saying that.
Dude, I'm so pumped for the Texas primary. Like it's come
Yeah,
1 week and 1 day. I can't believe we're
it's like
already here.
Christmas.
Dude,
Yeah.
I'm telling you guys, this is the start of the cycle, and this election cycle, as crazy as it sounds, will not end until 2028 because
Yeah, it's beginning of a gauntlet. So,
that's what happens.
yeah, that's Liz Cheney bad. Yeah, this is we're talking about Liz Cheney. We're talking about he might do worse than Liz Cheney now. I don't know how that's possible, but I mean, like, and that was with Liz Cheney, a bunch of Democrats voting for him or her because she was seen as the true principled
Also, Dems
conservative.
have an uber competitive primary for
Yeah, so they're
statewide,
not going to
so they'll
cross over. Funny enough, there's actually metrics indicate that Republicans are crossing over, but that's kind of a different story. So,
to vote for the queen. That's what correct. Also, I love this new lib cope they're doing. They're posting like these 5 screenshots of these like former Trump supporters who are voting for Talrico. It's just like,
Yeah,
okay,
I know
bro.
what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's the entire state of Texas. Wow, you found 5 people
Well, it's
who are
like,
like,
well, we keep trying to explain to these people. It's like, yes, even to places like, what city was that one lady like making a big deal about like a bunch of Puerto Rico fans were
no,
there?
no, Lubbock. Lubbock
Yeah,
has like
Lubbock.
Lubbock has a couple hundred, like over 150,000 people. It's just like Trump got 70% in this county. Yeah, he did, but Harris still got like 45,000 votes in that county. And you filled up a room with like 50 people. Wow, you
Yeah, it's
shocker.
like, and this has always been a gaslighting thing for many people. It's like just because you're in a big city, yes, you got a crowd there. It's not like the area was 100% Republican and had 10 people
Also, the
living
room
there.
was entirely filled with like Gen X and boomer white women.
Yeah,
Like that's
again,
Talrico's
it's the
base.
same thing. Yeah, Lubbock's also a college town. So there's also that. It is very Republican. I think how much Trump would it
Fuck
buy?
you!
The county is 70
Yeah, so
30.
whatever it is. Yeah.
But still, like I said, it's a big county. And
Oh, hey,
again,
Tyrone.
it's a big county. Like when you tell someone,
Hi
you're like, oh yeah,
guys.
the county, yeah, the county is a city with over 100,000
Yeah.
people, but the county still voted 70-30. You'd think, wait, what? But no, it's just normal in Texas, it seems
What are
like.
we
Yes.
talking?
We're
What are we
talking about
talking about?
No, because
Tony
the
Gonzalez.
libs, no, the
Wait, shut
libs,
up! I'm asking questions. What are we talking about?
we're talking about the libs freaking out over the Talrico rally having 50 people in Lubbock, Texas, and they're acting like it's some like revolutionary thing.
Also, we're talking about Tony Gonzalez being cooked. That's everything.
Honestly, that man started an affair just by asking her anal. Like that man has
I
balls.
forgot to mention that. Oh my gosh. I
That
actually
man
forgot.
has ball. Like I'm sorry. Yeah, he's a terrible fucking human being. But like starting an affair just because you texted someone anal at 1 in the morning, that is fucking ball, bro. That is fucking elite ball.
You know, like I actually forgot to pull up the message. I probably thankfully didn't. But yeah, that's the type of shit they're finding. He asked for like anal and asked for nudes and stuff. The dude is screwed politically. Let's be real about it. He's kind of screwed. But yeah. President Gilbert getting up for 5. How do you think Abbott will fare in the primary? Living in a state people are pissed in. It makes me wonder how much he'll win his primary by. He'll win by big
He's
margin.
gonna win the primary by over 90%. I voted against him in the primary because I don't like him. I'll still vote for him in the
Well,
general.
we'll get to the whole like the turning point thing because people are pissed off at turning point because they're not supporting that. Who's running against them? The freaking what's his name?
Who's running against him? Abbott?
Abbott. Yeah.
Doc Pete Chambers?
Yeah, like there's a bunch of like MAGA boomers and like these schizophrenics. They're mad at TPUSA for not like supporting him.
He's like a boomer version of like Fishback, from what I've
Yeah.
heard, except
Well, I'll pull that up later. They're attacking TPUSA. They're saying, "Oh, they got."
I voted for him, one, because he follows me. That's oomphy. And two, he would still be an improvement over Abbott.
Yeah, but like,
Because unlike Fishback, he's an actual fucking American and he's actually done something with his life.
we're not going to get into that
He
discussion,
doesn't
but
he doesn't have like the best track record when it comes to shit like property taxes. But no fucking no person who's ever gonna be governor, until I'm governor at least, is ever gonna have a good position on fucking property taxes.
yeah. President Gilbert Giddy up for right there already. American Noted for 2. Hey, rap, what's happening? Tony Gonzalez is screwed. He might
and
lose
again, I
worse
was
than Liz
just
Cheney.
talking to Real Texan. He can't join the stream because he's currently poll greeting for an unspecified campaign.
Patriots.
But he told me that like now that Herrera, it seems like, has this, he said he wants the next week people to be focused on the Crenshaw race because that
Yeah.
one is definitely within striking
Steve, so,
distance.
yeah, we'll get to that. I made a whole video on this, guys. Crenshaw's in deep trouble. He's in deep trouble right now.
Again, he got it under 60. It was under 60-40 last
Against a
time when he was
no-name
running
guy
against-
that, like, I know he ran at 22, but, like, dude, he had no campaign. He
And
still
now
got
you have an
40%.
established, like former state rep or state senator, I forgot which,
And
running.
he has real
I think
support.
state rep.
He has
Yeah.
real backing in the grassroots. So, American
You
Nerd for
also need to keep in mind that his district has been redrawn to be less suburban.
yeah,
So, like,
we'll get to that.
the kinds of people who are going to vote in that primary are nowhere near as inclined to vote for Crenshaw as his old district, which was much more suburban.
Now,
Yeah.
my opinion on that race, I think it has a very good chance of like being Crenshaw being what Gonzalez was last cycle. So out of nowhere, it goes to a runoff, and then you know, he probably wins the runoff, but ends up being a bit closer. And then next time, you might be able to knock him
Yeah,
off.
let me
That's
pull
what I
this
think
up.
could happen.
If you live in Texas's where is it? Yes, if you live in Texas's second district, vote for Steve Toth. I got the endorsement right here from America First Inside. Again, you live in Texas. The best way to look at who to vote for, not perfect. Like you may not live in any of these districts, but if you live in Texas, go to America First Insight. We have the endorsements pulled up. Vote for all these people. Vote for Ken Paxton. Vote for Aaron Wrights, Don Huffines, Bo French, Gooden, blah blah blah. But the main one is Steve Toth. I think we're to the point now where
Yeah,
Herrera's going to win.
Toth, yeah, Herrera's going to win. Toth is also important to dislodge
Yeah, I mean,
Crenshaw.
if Crenshaw goes down, I don't think people truly understand how critical this would be if Crenshaw goes down. You're talking about in one primary, you can go from majority Democrat and majority shit Republicans to majority America First types in the state of Texas. Just one primary. That's why you can go out and vote. If you live in Texas, vote. And Steve Toth is phenomenal. I've learned more about him. He's a great guy. I think he'll be a great congressman. I still think Crenshaw's a favorite, but he better be careful. He better be real careful the next couple of weeks. And if Trump stays in the race completely, he might be in deep trouble, but we'll see. American Nerd for 2. Trump should renounce the Gonzalez endorsement. I mean, he did renounce the Will Turn endorsement in Colorado. That was funny. But I don't know. Like, the reason Trump isn't is he wants to keep his votes. But, yeah. Sport Dogs for 5. Sheriff Stevens is apparently entertaining the idea of running for Senate in Kansas. I heard about that. Yeah. It sounds like she might run for Senate in Kansas. So take that as you will. All right. American Nerd for 2. By the way, liked your video on Rubio yesterday, Rap. Well, I mean, the reason I made that video is to clarify, like, listen, Trump is going to has picked Vance's successor. Let's cut this shit. This magical, mythical idea that, oh, actually, Vance is hated by Trump now and nobody likes him. That's bullshit. Trump is still going to pick Vance. It's just he's been talking more with people and he has backup plans because he does not want Ted Cruz sneaking in through the back door. He wants to make sure if it is somebody like, if it's not Vance, it's somebody like Rubio. And again, I'm not saying Rubio is perfect. There are some significant questions surrounding him. But right now, Marco Rubio has gotten significantly better. And he's still an upgrade from these other people. So, yeah, that's my take on it. That's my take. All right. Where are we at? But yeah, thanks for liking the video. That I did like the video too. So I actually, the last couple of videos, in my opinion, I'm not trying to be biased, but I kind of am. I think they've been kind of good. I like some of the topics we've been talking about. So yeah, it's just primary season now. So that's why we're kind of more focused on it. President Gilbert getting up for 5. I'm also thinking about state Republicans getting more MAGA. Hoping to God that makes Abbott and Patrick to actually do something worth a damn. Yeah, it's going to be a little bit better. But the big one is the congressional races. So, yeah. Rubio is definitely growing on me. He would be a still fantastic candidate. Yeah, I mean, I still have questions about him. And hold on, I gotta rejoin. Tyrone, sorry about that. My Discord, I left an accident. Sorry about that.
No, you're good. You're good. Yeah, I'm going to get new. I just got a fucking eye exam done for the first time in 4 years. I'm going to get new frames.
Okay.
But yeah, no, Toth, it's going to be a close race. I disagree with Luke. I do think Toth has a serious chance to dislodge Gonzalez this cycle.
You mean Crenshaw?
No, it's Crenshaw, yeah. Because we already have Herrera is dislodging Gonzalez.
Yeah, he's done.
Crenshaw is going to be a big one. And I do think Steve Toth, now that he's an established member of the state house, he has a serious shot, especially because he has a lot more grassroots people backing him. And another thing people need to keep in mind, the 22 primary was like a fucking disaster. Toth only really swapped out with someone at the last second. It was originally someone else running a campaign, and then he had to drop out because of a family emergency. and then his friend Steve Toth ran, and then Toth has been pursuing his own little career in politics since.
Yeah.
So like, that's a whole fucking thing, and that's why Crenshaw has been able to fucking stay afloat for much longer than he realistically should have been able to.
Well, the big thing is the one thing that kept saving Crenshaw is that bullshit idea of, oh, Trump loves him. Trump has not backed him yet. I don't think he's going to endorse him. I don't think he's going to.
Trump has only endorsed Crenshaw because he needed Crenshaw to work with him. Trump doesn't need Crenshaw to work with him now.
Yeah. Because at this point, it's kind of like we don't need the House for anything at this point. Like, honestly, what do you need the House for, really, right now?
Trump has seemingly come to grips with the fact that we're either going to lose the House, that we're probably going to lose the House. So he's just like endorsing.
Yeah, get rid of
Not
Jeff Turd,
completely,
for example.
but he's embracing he's endorsing and embracing much better candidates for Congress this
Now,
time around.
There's still, I still think Republicans, they still have a chance because Democrats are Democrats, but yeah. American Nerd for 5. Also, how is Kane looking considering he did not get the endorsement? Kane. Oh, Briscoe Kane? I don't know.
Briscoe
Actually.
Kane's looking fine right now.
Yeah, I don't know.
Came
Like
out a little bit ago where it showed him in the lead. Briscoe Kane is going to Congress, y'all.
Okay, that's good. By the way, I have these other House endorsements pulled up. I think Trump has made a couple good ones. Again, we are looking phenomenal in Texas right now. I mean, there's a good chance everyone listed on this page here, all 9 of them at the House level could win. That's how huge this could be. We're talking about 9 in open house seats or taking out people like Crenshaw and Gonzalez. That alone gets us a real House majority. Now people like freaking Thomas Massey and MTG are now Jeff Turd. Which, by the way, Jeff Turd's gone now. He's screwed. He lost the primary, the endorsement. So, good luck. Good luck, dude. But, yeah, we need the House only to hold the House right now and prevent Hakeem Jeffries' ascension to Speaker. Yeah, at this point, that's the only reason to keep the House. I mean, we're going to probably lose it anyways right now. There's still a chance Republicans winning. Now that we do got some pretty big news out of Virginia, we'll get to that. That could change everything with the current state of the House, but we'll get to that. Everyone just forgot Beto existed. Yeah, Tyrone, does anybody care about Beto at this point in Texas?
Say again, sorry, you cut out a bit.
Does anybody care about Beto at this point in Texas?
No.
Wow.
Beto's lost his fucking. Beto has lost a run for Senate, a run for governor, and now he's a fucking associated professor at the University of Chicago. So, like, no one gives a fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty bad. I wonder if Gonzalez
I expect the Democratic Party to run Beto again if they're like truly honest to God desperate.
Yeah, they're gonna probably be in like a couple years. So let's see. Telrico is the newer and younger Beto. Hell nah. Of course Dan Crenshaw said that. Oh my gosh. He's definitely not, but I guess we'll see later this year. But anyways. So enough of that. I think we do got to talk about the point of the stream. It is the breaking news out of Virginia. So, Tyrone, did you hear about the Virginia news?
I did, yes. I'm very encouraged about it.
So, for those that don't know, Roanoke College is a very good poll star of Virginia. They're not perfect, of course. They're not like S tier, but they're one of the better Virginia pollsters. And for context, by the way, right now they're claiming Trump is like -30 in the state of Virginia. So it's not some Republican bias poll or whatever. They're saying -30. I think it's ridiculous. But even in this sample, that's like -30, they're saying right now a majority of voters are going to vote no on the redistricting referendum. Yeah. In a Trump -30 sample, by the way, they're saying it's going to fail right now. Tyrone, why is this important? Why is this important?
It's a fucking referendum. If the referendum gets shot down, the redistricting ain't happening.
Yeah. And even then, it may not even happen. That legal stuff, they're in big legal trouble also. The Supreme Court of Virginia's got to wake up and actually decide something. But right now, they stopped early voting, or they're going to. The lower courts paused it. and the Supreme Court of Virginia has to make a decision. They were trying to punt it, but the lower court said, no, 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 you're not going to do that. Because they're trying to play games and say, oh,
Yeah, yeah,
we'll decide
yeah.
after the fact. But nope, they have to decide it now. So even if they get the legal victory, which I don't think they will, we'll see. It looks like the voters of Virginia, even in a negative 30 sample for Trump, they're going to vote no on this.
Which, by the way, if it's a negative 30, if it's a Trump minus 30 sample, and they're showing that no is going to lead by 8, imagine what the actual margin will be.
Yeah. People understand, like, California last year was just that again. You had the shutdown, you had the SNAP benefits, and it's California. Virginia is not the same thing. And I do think we're starting to see a little bit of backlash against Democrats in Virginia. I don't think it's as extreme as some would hope, but I think there is some backlash building on Democrats in Virginia because they're passing some batshit crazy stuff right now. I don't think we got to mention what they're trying to pass right now because we kind of did a couple streams ago. But yeah, it's insane what they're trying to do. So, yeah, if this minus 30 sample has it failing by 8 right now, again, I don't know if it's going to pass or not. But even if they legally get around the courts and they're able to force it through, I don't think it passes a referendum. And in that scenario, you go from, I think it's 4 House seats Democrats gain, right? 4.
Yeah.
They gain nothing. They gain absolutely nothing. And this is a huge setback. This would be an embarrassment if they lose this. So do the math. That's 4 House seats that we were already expected to go Democrat. Now they're going Republican now. Do the math on it. What do you think's going to happen in that scenario?
We's gonna win.
You're talking about, I mean, I got to do the math on it. I'll probably do after the stream because for those that don't know, I'm currently working on the America First Insight House model right now. It's a lot more complicated than it should be, really. But the point is, I'm working on it right now, and it's like a 20-point swing for the House if these seats go Republican instead of Democrat. I'm not even exaggerating. That's how critical the Virginia referendum is. So Republicans got to get off their ass. And hey, Trump, you have $400 million in the bank. Spend some of that money, dude.
We have nearly $500,000. There's a bunch of crucial races. I would look, dude. I'd be happy holding the House by like 10 seats if it meant we have races. If we have primaries similar to the one currently happening in Texas going down.
Yeah, I mean, dude, like it's closer to actually you include the RNC and the Republican Senate committee, it's closer to $600 million. Just the main PACs, by the way. We're not talking about Elon Musk.
Look, we're gonna dislodge a bunch of shitty senators. We're gonna dislodge a bunch of we're getting rid of Cassidy. We're getting rid of Cornyn.
McConnell.
McConnell's gone. Yeah.
Ernst. That's one nobody talks about. Ernst in Iowa.
Yeah.
And now I know she's been replaced by Hinson or whatever, but Hinson, she's the type that will vote yes no matter what. If Trump says vote yes, she'll vote yes. Ernst was trying to force Hegseth out. Remember that story? Yeah.
No, Ernst is bad.
Yeah. For those that don't know,
we're getting rid of a bunch of shitty Republican senators, a bunch of shitty people in the House. Trump, we need to be spending more money. I don't know if they're saving this money because they're afraid of a Vance campaign in 28 not performing the best. But like, they need to act on this shit right now.
All right, American Nerd for Fire. Thought the Virginia Supreme Court approved the redistricting referendum. How is it still legal trouble? Also, I'm not buying that would fail. It's Virginia. Well, the big thing is there was another lawsuit that was filed by it might be the RNC, and
it was the RNC.
Yeah,
yes.
Which, by the way, that to me proves they're going to spend money. They're just doing illegal stuff right now, and I know for a fact there are groups in Virginia that they are spending money right now. So it's not like they're going to spend nothing like they are in Wisconsin, which is just. Yeah, that's a different story. But the point is, like,
oh, boo-hoo, Wisconsin. Shut the fuck up.
Gosh. But yeah, no, seriously, I think what's going to happen is they're going to the Supreme Court, they were saying we're going to decide the case after the referendum. They were trying to kick the can down the road, that type of shit, like the Supreme Court of the United States does all the
And then the
time.
NRC said, "Nah, you have to do it right now."
Yeah, there was a lawsuit filed in the same court, and they basically stopped all early voting or something crazy like that. Point is, the Supreme Court of Virginia is forced to rule on it now. They can't just keep playing games like this. So, Viper for 2. Any word of the VRA being gutted? No. No. Nothing yet. It's the Supreme Court. It's, again, they take their sweet time on controversial cases. Unless it's tariffs, and they say, no, Trump can't do that. Trump can't use tariffs because I don't even know the reason. Reasons, sure. All right. Let's see. Where are we at?
All right, I'll be back in a bit. I gotta go fucking
Okay.
get new lenses.
Can we flip Georgia? For the Senate race, yeah, I think we can, but we'll get to that, I guess. But yeah, the thing with Virginia, guys, is if this does not go through, whether it's the legal shit, whether it's the referendum failing, again, I don't know for sure, but the fact it's -30 as a Trump sample and it's still failing by 8, even you could argue they worded it kind of weird, fine. But honestly, just guys, let's do basic math here, okay? Trump got what percent of the vote in Virginia? What percent was it? Let me check actually. He got 46% of the vote. Okay. With it being lower turnout, and with it being a midterm, let's say the electorate's going to be 45% Trump voters. Okay. Or something like that. Those voters are not going to vote for the referendum. That's 45% right there. Do you really think all these Harris voters, which a good chunk of them, by the way, they are Republicans down ballot. There's especially Nova and then like Virginia Beach and stuff. Do you really think they're going to vote on this referendum? They might have voted for Spanberger, but they're not. A good chunk of them will not vote for the referendum. Now, does that mean it's going to pass or fail? Right now, I think it passes barely, but do the math, guys. I don't really see like right now how you could say it's going to get California margins. California is California. It's much more Democrat than Virginia is, and Republicans got outspent by a crazy margin there. It was crazy. They didn't even try. They gave up. It was a mess. It was a mess. And okay, Tyrone, sorry about that.
Yeah, they told me to schedule an appointment, which makes sense in retrospect.
Oh gosh. But yeah, so I'm just talking, like, I'm just doing the math here. I, if Trump got 46% of the vote in Virginia, does anyone think any Trump voters would vote for this referendum? Would any Trump voters say, yes, we gotta hurt Republicans. We gotta vote yes on this to give Democrats more power? Seriously?
No.
Well, that's what I'm trying to get at. It's like, even these people, they may not like Trump. I highly doubt they're going to say, yeah, let's vote for this gerrymander for Democrats. It only worked in California because reasons. But
yeah, it worked in California because they fucking have this amazing thing called widespread corruption and the ability to fudge the vote.
That, and it's also California. It's much more Democrat. So yeah, that's the thing with California. You can't really compare the two. And in most other states, like, again, California, you just deal with a bunch of partisans. Virginia, you still got that, but it's not as bad. And again, with it being it's the 2026 now instead of 2025, that alone boosts turnout just a little bit more because people are paying attention more right now. So, yeah. The men's and women's hockey team are going to the State of the Union address. Yeah. Speaking of that, we won gold. We beat Canada. Yeah. Yay.
Yeah. Fuck you.
Yeah. It's fucking California. Well, yeah, it's
Fuck
California.
you, Canada.
Yeah. California is more Republican down ballot, especially in referendum elections. Yeah, but I know that argument that is true, but you're talking about that was such a weird set of circumstances with the shutdown. That's what people gotta understand. Democrats had literally 100% turnout. Not actually 100% turnout, but like they got every single voter they could possibly get out to vote in a midterm or an off-year election because the government shut down, because of SNAP benefits, because of the Epstein stuff. It was a perfect storm all at once. And Republicans, they were demoralized, and they still are. So, not good. But speaking of California, it's looking good there. So, the first poll in the California redistricting ballot showed that the measure would fail. Oh yeah, I know that, but again, we still thought it was going to succeed even then. But we'll see. I don't know. I think I'm 50-50 on Virginia right now. We'll see. We shall see. What flips first, California or Illinois governor? California governor. I think we have a chance there right now because the primary system. That's the only reason why. It's looking like it's going to be. Oh my gosh! If we end up with Hilton versus Bianco, whatever his name is, I'm gonna laugh.
Yeah, Hild versus Bianco.
He,
I mean, the pick should be fucking Bianco. Let's be real.
what?
I'm not the pick should be Hilton. Bianco is not that great of a
Yeah.
candidate, all things considered.
Hilton is kind of like he was a Fox News boomer a little bit, but like he's not just like a liberal like Bianco is. So yeah, that's the thing with California. But
Look, you're not going to get high quality candidates out of the California Republican Party to begin with. You know who they should have run for governor?
who?
Tony Garcia.
Who?
Garcia?
Oh, Mike Garcia.
Mike Garcia, not Tony Garcia. Yeah, sorry. They should have run Mike Garcia.
I mean, I think some of that luster wore off a little bit. I think in 2026.
Yeah, but it's funny, so fuck you.
I guess. Bianco get a good amount of Democrat swing voters. Well, yeah, that's the thing with Bianco. Like, he's gonna get some of those Democrat voters. That's why they're in trouble right now. He's gonna get some of those those moderate leftists a little bit. But right now, they're both in first, second place right now.
They're consistently in first and second place,
Yeah.
too. That's the thing to mention. Like, every single poll outside like one Swalwell internal has shown those two leading.
What a bunch of idiots! Why can't they get one person to drop out? Why? Like, we're almost to the filing deadline, and they're still doing this shit. American Nerd for 2. Hilton reminds me of Schwarzenegger a little bit. Yeah, I mean, not really. You cannot compare him to Arnold, really. But I mean, like, he would be the first Republican governor since Arnold, but yeah, I don't know. Don't really know.
The first Republican governor since the governor.
I find it funny though, like Arnold, like even though he's like, I think he's independent now. I think, right?
Yeah,
he's still a
it's
Republican.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I find it funny.
okay,
It's
my
like he hates Trump, but he's like still kind of a partisan Republican in some issues.
No,
I don't
he
know.
said he's never leaving the party.
What a patriot! Like he's garbage. A lot of stuff he's never Trumper, but like he's still a partisan of stuff like immigration. I mean, that
I will
clip.
say redistricting during that whole thing, he was saying like he actually defended Texas, even though he was opposing California's effort.
Yeah.
He was defending Texas because
Well,
he's
he's-
like, when you look at New England, where Republicans got 40% of the vote and have 0 seats, there's a reason Texas did that.
Yeah, what a patriot! What a patriot!
You
Again,
need to keep in mind he's literally a first generation immigrant from an area of Austria that got occupied by the Soviet Union before they had their neutrality reestablished. So like he's very firmly anti-communist. That's why he has been a Republican all this time.
No, he calls himself a Nixon Republican still. He loves
Patriot.
Nixon. He spoke at the Nixon Foundation recently, I think, or the library.
Let's see. Tristan for 2. Y'all streaming State of the Union tomorrow? Yes, we will. American Nerd for 2. I met Hilton as a foreigner like Arnold. Yeah, I guess. I mean, he's from isn't he from England? Right?
Yeah, he is.
Hilton?
Still, I think this stupid attack on Bianco, save it for after the primary. Hopefully,
You know,
we want to get him.
Honestly, I think that helps a bit more with, like, moderates a little bit, funny enough, but, I don't know
You have a
because
source to back that claim?
no. I'm just saying, like,
Yeah,
I
shut the
think
fuck up!
I
You fucking fascist piece of shit!
I'm just saying, like, I
How
think a lot of
dare you countersignal our democracy?
I think a bunch of the attacks on, like, each other, like, especially Bianco, I think a lot of it's coordinated, to be honest, but, because they're trying to both get equally 20% of the vote or whatever. That's their
Mhm.
goal. And I think the
But
Bianco's
they don't want to
strategy
make it obvious that they're
yeah.
coordinating.
Well, they're guys, let's
Neither.
cut the shit. They're
Okay.
coordinating. They're 100% coordinating. Because you notice anytime Bianco goes above like a certain percent, they begin attacking him. And Hilton goes above a certain percent, they attack him. So they're trying to like keep it even. I think the strategy is Bianco goes for the more moderate types, Hilton more for the like the new like
Conservative.
The
yeah,
mega patriots.
yeah, like the more conservative types, the more MAGA types, the yeah. American Nerd for 2. By the way, don't look up Arnold's dad's associations. Yeah.
From Austria, okay?
Get it?
Yeah.
Get it, guys? Because his dad was a Nazi. It's funny because it's Nazism. It's racist. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
I'm
Arnold
so fucking sick of that kind of humor, honestly, man. Like, by the way, don't look him up. He worked with the Nazis, and I don't fucking care if he worked with the
Guys,
Nazis,
did you
bro.
know Klaus Schwab's dad was a Nazi?
Yeah,
Oh
I
my
didn't know
god,
that.
guys.
I always
The
find it funny.
Democrats are the real racists.
The World Economic Forum, like, since you brought that up, like, I
It
always
was
find
it was stupid. Like the whole hatred of it.
well,
Literally a like TED talk, bro. Like it's like these
it's TED
boomers
Talk
were
for
like
it's
the
literally a TED
boomers were like, oh,
uh,
gone.
no, I'm just saying it's literally a TED Talk for like the boomer establishment. That's all it is for the elites.
No, and all these mega boomers are like, oh, it's this secret club, and you're not. It's like
It's
if it
publicly
was
aired.
yeah, if it's a secret club, why are they airing everything
Yeah.
publicly?
Well, it's just like if you understand, like, obviously some of the elites they have private meetings, they do, but it's like, guys, they're airing this stuff on live TV and streaming it for billions of people to watch. There's not like,
Also, everyone speaks at the World Economic. You
yeah,
have like China, Russia. Like you can't say everyone's coordinating because it's just stupid.
everybody's coordinating, guys. Mr. M for 5. I don't know if it's been asked yet, but did anyone see AOC's response to the backlash to her Taiwan answer? I did not actually. No. I did not know she said anything about Taiwan.
You didn't? No,
No.
she when she was at the Munich Security Conference, they asked her what she would do if China attacked Taiwan and she was president. She said, "Oh, we just have to hope that doesn't happen." You know, that was basically what she said. She gave no answer on like the actual
I actually did not
foreign.
know that.
Yeah, and that was funny because that was supposed to be her first like dabble into foreign affairs.
I
Also,
knew
she's
she went to
stupid.
Germany, but I did not know like she actually said
By the
that.
way, 3 weeks ago, she was saying we support the Iranian protesters. We fully support them. And then the other day, she tweeted out, Trump is trying to get us into a war with Iran. The government did nothing wrong. Basically saying that. It's just like, okay, shut up. Like you. And I've seen all these like Iranians who are just pissed at her because it's like, okay, you want to like jump on the trends supporting the protests, but then when the U.S. is actually trying to aid them, you're going to be like, oh no, it's no attacking the government. The government did nothing wrong. It's like, yeah, fuck off. Was everyone just silent? My thing cut out?
No, you're
No,
fine.
I just. Oh, okay, goodbye. Oh, okay, welcome back.
Okay, hello?
Hello?
I think my thing cut out.
No, we're good. We're good. We're good.
Oh, sure.
Let's see here. Mr. M for 2. Yeah, she was crying. Take me seriously. Yeah, I really did not actually see that. So
Breaking news.
what?
UK Metropolitan Police have arrested Lord Mandelson on suspicion of misconduct in
Oh,
public
really?
office. Yep.
Brandon Herrera just quote tweeted America First Insight.
What?
Yeah, Brandon Herrera just quote tweeted America First Insight.
Oh, Patriot.
Yeah, right there.
Hold on. me pull this up. Viper for 2. Did you hear the Bears moving to Indiana? Yeah, I find it hilarious. Also kind of sad. Like, I don't like the Bears, but like, they should be in Chicago. I know they're gonna be Eastern Chicago or whatever, but like, really? All right. American Nerd for 2. Is AOC just a neoliberal grifter for the left? I mean, maybe.
Did you hear the Dems are gonna have their own People's State of the Union on at the same
Yeah, I
time as the
saw
State of
that.
the
Like, nobody's gonna watch that shit.
Are they trying to copy the like Super Bowl halftime show thing? The hell?
I don't know. Let's see. Florida's not gonna
Why is everyone
redistrict.
just dead?
No, I'm just reading stuff. Florida's not gonna redistrict until April. Yeah, I mean they're going to redistrict, but it's a matter of how much and like, is Section 2 gonna get gutted? I don't know. They're taking
Guys, stop rushing them. They're gonna redistrict. You guys will be fine. Like it doesn't matter if they
surely.
redistrict now or in April. Like it's still like the midterms. The new map's still gonna be there for the midterms. It's literally just everyone's like, I'm an impatient election autist. I want to see the new maps. It's like you can wait. You can wait.
Yeah, right here. Brandon Herrera did tweet about it. American Nerd for 2. Other Chicago teams like the Cubs should leave too. Yeah. Glitch EV for.
By the way, people are
No, I
pissed
don't actually
about
think.
that. I've seen on Twitter.
Yeah, well,
People are
because well, it's a Bears. Like they should be in Chicago, not in freaking
No, my favorite thing was I was seeing these like sports accounts and they were interacting with like Pritzker Stan accounts. And the Pritzker Stan accounts were saying, "You don't know how much good Pritzker has done for you." And everyone's like, "What are you talking about? I am not voting for him again. He got my cub. He moved the Bears." Like so, I'm interested to see what the margin is in Illinois this year. It'll be
I don't
interesting.
know. But yeah, I think I get closer because a lot of Bear fans be like, "Fuck this." But
Mhm.
a glitch EV, yeah, but again, it sucks. Like I'm a Packers fan, obviously, but like I don't want the Bears to leave Chicago. I hate Chicago Bears, but
That's
Oh, I
the
hate the
point. We
Chicago Bears because
we
I'm a
hate them
Green Bay
because they're in
/ Packers
Chicago.
fan, and I suck.
yeah, it's like
If they're the Indiana Bears, you know, it's whatever.
yeah.
Yeah.
A glitch EV has been a member for 19 months. The Senate delegation is going to prove so much. Oh yeah, I made a bunch of videos on this. It's going to get way better. You go from John Cornyn, Mitch McConnell to freaking Paxton and Morris in a single year. Hell, Cassidy's gone. Ernst is gone. There's a couple of really shit ones. They're gone.
Always
So
should be a hunt though, but because Pack like fucking Cornyn does not deserve to make the runoff. You saw the shit he was doing. He like basically doxed like Hunt's address and
yeah,
social
I saw
security
that.
number.
They're literally hold on, what? Nate Morris is rising the polls. Yeah, I saw that. Let me pull that up actually. Yeah, he's been rising the polls lately. So I think it's be Nate Morris in Kentucky. Trump's gonna endorse him. I mean, why his Trump Jr. I think endorsed him and he's getting money from Musk. I don't see why he wouldn't. But
Mhm.
and also he just wants to piss McConnell off, I think, because McConnell apparently he's the one stopping the Save Act from passing. What why is he in charge of that, by the way? Why the hell is he in charge of the Save America stuff? Like, why does he get to decide if there's a vote on it?
Because
Why?
he wants to spite Trump.
Yeah, I don't know.
I just think this year is a way more interesting primary year than 24 and even 22 in some regards.
Well,
I think we just got so many like because the thing was 2022 you had a bunch of like open or like blue held Senate seats that had Republican primaries, but this time you have so many Republican primaries and seats you know are going to go Republican, so that's why it's interesting because the primaries basically decide the election. Like that's who's going to be the next representative. So we got a lot. This is a big
yeah.
year, so stay tuned. Good shit on the way.
Let's see. McConnell's in charge through John Thune. I mean, that's part of it, but like apparently McConnell is like in charge of like one of the committees, and they get to decide what goes to the vote. And McConnell's like striking everything down. Like what? At some point, there's got to be a serious talk about reform in the Senate where you got to recall these people. I think that should be a thing. Recall for senators. Like, you cannot have this shit where they can just sit there and they cannot be punished or no matter what he does or says. Like that's insane. All right. Where are we at? Uh, the base said we want X loud and clear in polling, and Congress just did not care. Yeah, I mean that's a problem. And John Thune just refused to do the talking filibuster. Like honestly, what, you do the talking filibuster, what's going to change in the Senate? What's going to honestly pass in the next couple of weeks? I guess you got the DHS funding. That's one thing. Sure, do it after that though. What do you lose from doing the talking filibuster? You don't lose anything. John Curtis been much better than expected. He has Romney vibes, but votes like Mike Lee, which I like, especially for Utah. Well, I mean, he's still shit, but he's been better than expected. He's actually been decent in some issues. But yeah, Curtis, he stays in line.
Jumping mining. Okay.
Yeah. Tyron, what are you saying?
Huh?
Huh?
Oh fuck! I'm not muted. Shit.
What the hell was that?
Oh. I'm reading the menu of a fucking espresso shop. I'm like, cool. I'm gonna get a jumping monkey. It's an espresso chino with chocolate, peanut butter, and banana. I'm gonna get it with butter and pecan.
Oh gosh. All right. He's a little bit better than expected because he does not want to be a one-term senator. Well, yeah, that's the thing. Even in Utah, you cannot be dog shit. We saw what happened with even Mitt Romney. And he's like a god to them over there. And he was gonna lose that primary. And he was forced out. So but yeah, I mean, like 2026 would be so chaotic because, like Luke was saying, 2022 was chaotic on one side. Now it's both sides. Democrats and Republicans have shit primaries everywhere across the board.
Yeah.
And
I'm telling you guys, Illinois, 2 weeks after
that's be
after
mess.
Texas, you've got that schizophrenic who's under investigation by the Trump admin. What's her face? Kat Epigazela.
Yeah, I know you talk about
27. Like under investigation. She's probably gonna win that primary. I'm thinking. Like after that upset in New Jersey, I think a bunch of these progressives could win. Unexpectedly. So keep an eye on that. That's gonna be big. Also the Illinois Democratic Senate primary, where you've got the very brave fuck Trump ad. Amazing. Amazing. She's probably gonna lose to an Indian, actually, which is fun.
Yeah, that primary is another shit show that nobody's talking about. Say the Michigan. If these are old primaries, they're just
that's in late August.
Yeah.
Like that's gonna be insane.
And it's like that's why I think Mike Rogers is gonna win. The primary is so late and it's still a three-way circus. It's like nobody wants to win that race.
Yeah, I saw Arizona was a little bit earlier this year. It's in July. Usually it's in August. So
yeah. I don't know. Where we at? Did I miss something?
What the fuck is this nonsense?
I don't know.
Heartbroken to learn the Pope sympathizes with the poor. How can I continue to believe in God? What the fuck?
What? What are you reading?
Oh no, some dude saying he can't be Catholic anymore because fucking Pope Leo was Francis 2.0 was sympathizing with poor people.
Are you serious?
The poor are not there by chance or by blind and cruel fate, nor for most of them is poverty a choice, yet there are those who presume to make this a claim, thus revealing their own blindness and cruelty.
God.
I was so hopeful I could be a Catholic again under the disaster that Francis was. Guess we just got Francis 2.0 and now I'm heartbroken. How do I stay a Catholic now? I don't want to lose faith, but I am. You belong to someone else, not God.
Yeah. Just what the hell? Oh my gosh. I'm gonna pull this up on the stream.
Just incredible.
This is what happens when you let This is what happens when you have schizophrenics doing stuff. And speaking of schizophrenics, I guess before we end the stream
this
here.
This is why the average person should not be able to read the Bible. and come to their own
Well,
conclusions.
yeah, right here. I was so hopeful I could be a Catholic. Oh my gosh. This is just
Is there a fucking HEB? I need to get
all
gas.
right. Random Polish guy for 10. I'm seeing so many people look
Oh
at the
shit!
text. What? Random Polish guy for 10. I'm seeing so many people look at the Texas numbers, and I just face palm all my Texas friends. All 12 voted Jasmine. All are all 3-time Trump voters. They understand the assignment. They want Bush margins. Patriot. Marcus Holiday for 5. Even if we don't keep the House, I can still see the midterms still being a win for us as a whole. Yeah, I mean, if Republicans expand their Senate majority and lose the House by a couple seats, like that's still a good night for us overall. It's
I'm
not
telling you, we are
perfect.
going to overperform expectations.
I think we're
We
going
will.
to. It's a matter of how
Because
much.
you know what the expectations are right now?
Blue
The
tsunami.
House is long gone and the Senate's a toss up. Look at the betting odds right now, bro. They think Dems have a higher chance at winning in Kansas than Republicans have winning in Michigan. Okay? Like
That's
this
nuts.
is not going to end up happening. It's going to be 2022. It's going to end up like 2022 because Republicans thought they were going to have a red tsunami and then it ended up being a neutral year. Maybe it will be a Dem leaning year, but Dems are like prepping themselves for another 2018, and it doesn't exist. The fundamentals that were there in 2018 don't exist. They don't have 35 Republicans in Clinton seats. They have 3 in Harris seats, 2 of which are probably going to win easily. The other one's retiring. Thank you, Don Bacon. Um, like yeah, you just don't have the same fundamentals you had in 2018. So they're going to be very disappointed when November comes and that doesn't happen.
Yeah. Um. All right. Republicans are still doing the conventional. What? The conventional what?
You are doing the conventional.
I am doing
What
the
do you?
conventional.
We are the conventional
We are the
now.
We
conventional.
are the conventional.
We're Charlie Kirk.
We are
Oh my gosh, I hate that so much because the worst thing is like
flame. We fight for the gospel. I forgot the fourth lyric.
I don't know at this
We
point. Like
honor his
I just know
name.
the first 2 lines to it. We will carry his flag or whatever.
We are Rob Reiner.
Oh
We
gosh. The new one
We
is
are
weird.
Jeffrey
Yeah, so bring that
Epstein.
one up. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Don Bacon, you loser. Yeah. Okay.
feel bad that with the news cycle, Rob Reiner only got like a day of
Yeah,
discourse.
I mean, like again, Rob Reiner was a political hack, but like what happened was awful.
He was a good actor
Yeah,
too. He was.
and
He
he
made
made
a
one
lot
of
of
the
good
you know
movies.
he was involved with one of the biggest the best movies ever and Shawshank Redemption. So
I mean, the greatest movie ever is The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly.
that's up there. But I think Shawshank Redemption, my opinion, is best ever.
Shawshank Redemption is really good. Don't get me wrong. I just think The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly is a better movie.
Yeah, but like to me, like the closest thing to a perfect movie was Shawshank Redemption. So
One movie everyone here should watch is a little known movie called Cannibal Holocaust.
What the fuck?
what?
Don't actually watch that. It actually has people getting shot and animals being eaten alive. It's an Italian horror film. Anyway,
All right.
um,
So, hey, folks, I think it's kind of it. Kind of good point. Then there's really not much more to talk about. Honestly, we kind of, it was kind of a busy news day, but like nothing broke during the stream really. So, yeah. Anyways, folks, thank you all so much for watching. We shall see you guys the next stream video or what?
oh,
What?
hold on, wait,
Holy
Thank-
wait, Tony Gonzalez is dropping out.
What?
I'm kidding.
Gosh. All right, guys. Seriously though, thank you all so much.
Have we talked about the fucking cartel strikes?
Oh yeah, I guess we gotta talk about that. Yeah, cartel people got killed and
Because I
yeah.
was like, yeah, we gotta
And they
fucking.
blew up
For
an
those who don't
airport.
know, the Lisco cartel, their boss, who suspiciously looks like Charlie Kirk, by the way, he's dead. Like U.S. Special Forces collaborated with Mexican intelligence, and they killed one of the largest drug lords in Mexico. Half of fucking Tijuana is on fire right now.
Yeah.
It's actually bad. It's actually so bad that like my entire National Guard battalion, we had a message sent out by each company's fucking readiness NCOs are like, "Hey, is anyone in Mexico right now?"
Yeah,
No,
apparently
why?
the State Department's saying
Like,
that they believe some Americans got kidnapped. So,
Well, yeah, I saw that they blew up an airport.
yeah, so I don't know what's gonna happen, but guys, why should we allow that at our southern border like that? Why?
keep in
Honestly,
mind, keep
we should
keep in
do
mind,
regime change. Dude, we should just bring Mexico back to when they were that one party state under the PRI. We didn't agree with them on everything, but there was at least predictability. You didn't have this like
You
blatant
cannot have like
anti-American.
listen, I'm against like regime change most of the time, but like at some point, you cannot have a government like
I don't think
Mexico.
that's gonna happen. I think, I mean, it's pretty obvious. Scheinbaum has a really, really low approval rating.
Yeah.
I think with the next Mexican president is we're gonna see a Bukele-esque, especially because we've already started to see this happen in other Latin American countries. We're gonna see a Bukele-esque kid emerge in Mexico. Trump is gonna juice him up, whoever the fuck the president's gonna be at the time, most likely Trump. The American right's gonna boost him.
No, the next election's in
Latin Americans,
2030.
yeah, that's right. They go by fucking
Yeah,
60.
they do weird
Uh,
elections in Mexico. All right. American Nerd.
yeah, so they're definitely gonna have a Bukele-esque figure then.
Yeah.
Wait, you're telling me the right wing party in Mexico isn't going to run like a progressive feminist this time, like they did last time?
Well,
Wow.
people understand like the same thing happened in El Salvador, by the way. You want to look at how Bukele rose? That's how. The government finally did like one thing to deal with the cartels and the drug terrorists, and immediately they blew up half the country. That's how Bukele rose. So the same thing's gonna happen, I think. American Nerd for 2. So what's gonna happen with Mexico? Who knows? A glitch Evie for 2. Are Republicans still gonna have a convention in 26? Yes, they will. American Nerd for 2.
Las Vegas ship.
Didn't
No,
we have
no, they're gonna have a conventional.
gosh. American Nerd for 2. Didn't we evacuate our embassy in Mexico City? I don't know. I actually don't know.
No.
No, we
Okay,
didn't.
everybody. I think that's kind of it.
We may have evacuated like a consulate office in
I think we did.
Guadalajara.
There are a couple like
Yeah.
yeah. But
Yeah,
anyways,
you don't
folks.
evacuate the embassy unless the country is like actually collapsing.
Yeah. Anyways, folks, thank you all so much for watching. We'll see you guys in the
Hey,
next.
breaking news!
What? Tara, I got what?
Your mom.
Oh, gosh. All right. Anyways, folks.